Welcome to First Dollar Investor. I'm Zane and this is my current portfolio. I'm only 18 and started with my first £200 in April of 2025 with absolutely no clue what I was doing. I researched heavily within the space of a few weeks, understanding what my risk tolerance and what would suit my personal portfolio the most. The main two ETFs I hold for a long time, the Nasdaq 100 with the ticker EQGB and the Invesco All World with the ticker FTWG. These give me a good solid base to work off of and are very much set it and forget it stocks. Currently I've made about £310 in capital gains with dividends, but I'm hoping to make a lot more soon. I try to invest as much money as I can each month, but it varies from about £300 to £500 depending on how much I've earned that month. I still live at home, meaning I can allow myself to put a substantial amount of money in each month. I have an ETF tracking AI and robotics in the ticker ARC-I, and I have some riskier bets such as Rich Tech Robotics with the ticker RR, which is doing amazing, and I have a quantum computing pie I made myself which has about £10 in the 4 big quantum players. I've ended this week at an all-time high of around £3,057 with 61p, but I hope this upcoming week will do even better. I also have 2 separate dividend pies. My UK ISA dividend pie is a copy of Premium P's and was one of the first things that I invested in. Follow some of the biggest UK companies that pay dividends, and most of these pay out quarterly or bi-yearly. This is really good just as a stable set of income that I can always invest straight back in. The next dividend pie I have is a personal one, and this is a mix of high dividend growth such as Costco and Visa, which pay low dividend yields but high dividend growth, and then some really good dividend payers such as realty income, which I see is a big part of any portfolio and is a must have. This is personal preference to have some money in dividend stocks, as I know it's not the most efficient way of having a portfolio at such a young age, and growth is a lot more important when you're younger. As I've said though, I've got a very long-term goal in mind for investing, so I want to build up the dividends for the future where I can be able to live off them when I want to retire. Now, looking at some of the risky stocks I have in my portfolio, the obvious one is Rich Tech Robotics, which creates service robots for restaurants. This is very volatile currently and is trading between $5 and $6 at the minute. I can soon see this dropping though, and I'm looking to get out of it soon, but I think it has a tiny bit more room to grow. The other riskier part of my portfolio is my money in quantum computing, which is currently up 86%. I'd only put £40 into this to see how it does, and it's skyrocketed since then, with Rigetti doing the hard work. This for me is a long-term hold, and if it does dip again, I'll look to make this a more significant part of my portfolio. Wave Computing and Rigetti Computing are the two that have done the best for me so far in this pie, and I will definitely be keeping a close eye on these for the future, as I don't expect them to drop anytime soon. I've also got a TikTok which I post daily content about what I'm doing in the stock market, as well as tips and tricks for trading 212, which is the main platform I use. If you enjoy this content, I highly recommend going and checking it out. I will leave a link in the description for the account. If you've enjoyed this video as well, please hit like and subscribe to help me out and reach more people. Thank you. I also have an Instagram under the same name that I am trying to grow, so it would be great if you could check those out for me. My content on these platforms is a lot shorter, and it will mainly be small little things that are easy to cover. Things such as, is cash a good investment, or when should you start investing, what ETFs I would use, this sort of thing.